Hey there, Boots Owen here. I've got a bit of a routine going now, so it'll probably look a lot like the other videos, except that hopefully there'll be some better stuff. Although we have found all sorts of good stuff so far. No jungle books yet though, which we seem to have now. A jungle book. There's a kids' books. Don't want any of that stuff. What's that? Lawn feed. No thanks. Oh, books. Princess books. I know somebody who'd like them. Let's do that. We're off to a start anyways. Don't know if I want to go any deeper. So we've been putting a bag at the back for clean stuff, and then just things like cables and that can sit loose, and saucepans just go at the front. Pick up stick and we're on our way. It's student move out 2024. This would be the 25th, I think, Tuesday. It's definitely Tuesday, so whatever Tuesday is closest to the 25th of June 2024 is today. My SD card was acting up in previous videos, so I'm not even sure if I've got them because I haven't edited them yet. This is going to take a few weeks to get out, so you can judge how long it's taken by when you're watching this video. They haven't picked this bin up in a few days. It's a bit of a mess and I don't want to make it worse. So what I'm going to do is notice that that's clothing. So I'll pick that up, have a look at that without damaging anything. Like, I don't really want that, do I? Pull and Bear, it's a real brand. Maybe I'll take it just because it's there. Somebody's thrown that not even in the bin. What is this thing? A silky something. Yep, I don't want any of that. Right, where does that leave us? It's on the bin. What I'm looking for really is money. Excuse me. A drink of water would help. What I'm looking for really is money. But in the absence of money, we'll take whatever comes next best. These are all girl things. Zara shorts. So I don't really want these things. I don't want to make a mess. I don't need a gold bikini. I'll have that coat. So things that are suitable for me, I will take. Things that I could use or pass on to people I know who'd be interested in them, I'll take. And things like jeans are heavy denim, so you can weigh them in. That's what I've discovered. Jumpers covered in hair. So what I'm really after, even though like I'm taking jeans that I could weigh in if they don't fit me, is stuff that I can use. So far that has concluded or consisted of things like half bottles of bleach that I will use because you use a little bit here and there, and look at this is just a mess. So you can't even begin to look at it because it's gone too bad. Like, I don't want to climb down there, so what are you meant to do? There's an interesting looking thing up on top there. Like, I could see a pair of Nikes, well, one of them. A monitor. Interesting basket over there. It's So this is kind of what you're after. So there somebody has taken a card reader from till 13, which may or may not be any good. I don't know anything about Dojo. Right, so this looks like rubbish. So the trick is now to have a look in here without doing damage. Without making a mess. There's some conditioner. Find the lid of that card reader, that would be cool. Squeegee. Got my toes tucked in there now. Toilet brush. Blender box, high tops, aluminium pans. I don't really want saucepans, but it all adds up. You can't really see those boxes there. I'd be interested to see what was in them. Because if they have gas bottles in them and they're interesting, like how can the bin men even take this stuff away? That's what I want to know. Right, there's a hospital wheelchair down there. So it's not about the money. I don't need to do this, but I find it interesting seeing what you see. I was just on the phone to a mate. He does it as well, a different part of town, and he said he's picked up a bike repair stand. Now I paid money for one of those second hand last year. I would have preferred if I'd found it, because I don't use it much. There's some shoes. Somebody's thought it's worth putting them up high for some reason, even though they're kicked to pieces. Kicked to pieces. That's alright, I don't need them. So what I'm looking for actually is a pair of shoelaces for 3-hole shoes, because I found a pair of Dr. Martens and they're really good and they fit me. And I haven't got a pair of them, and I like them, and they're already broken in and they're not broken, which is pretty nifty by my reckoning. So I could find a pair of black shoelaces, or any colour really, but with enough for 3 holes, because all my shoelaces in my shoelace collection are too long. Now that's a mess over there. That is a mess. This is somewhat manageable. Sometimes you come down and find that someone's done this. I don't like that because I can't really deal with it. So what's here? Contents of one bathroom. Cigarettes, bathroom, looks to be corks and sweets. This is the heavy one, so why is it heavy? cosmetics. Is it? Some dips. That one we're coming back to. That's heavy because it's all full of actual food. No, see, full packs of pasta, although there is a dead chicken, so it's a mixed bag, so to speak. So what's in here? Clothing again. Full bag. I thought I just saw a cable there. Cables tend to be attached to, that's an LED for light string. Handbags sometimes have money. In this case, just safety pins. There's another one there somewhere I thought I saw. It's endless Nikes. But at least during lockdown they were throwing them out and they weren't damaged at all. Now they're proper worn out, which is something. So this is when I feel like I'm being a bit silly, because I'm doing stuff like this. Bottles. You know, it's just one little thing. Just one little thing, but I feel like I'm helping. What was in that apple bag? Slippers. There's another wine bottle, one at a time. Now look at that. So for some reason those bins are full and people keep filling them. So I can't really open them because I'll only make a mess. But I can have a look. See what I can see. It's just chaos. You know, there's too much going on there. One of the guys who lives permanently, not in this block but in a different block, I was just chatting to him and he says, well, that alarm's annoying. That's not what he said. He said, you know they're moving out because the bins are full of duvets. And they are. Ooh, it's a mess. Better maybe. I'm wasting my time here, but let's see. Sure, look, people have just thrown rubbish into the paper bin, so I'm wasting my time because that's contaminated already. Apple box. What's this thing? What does that sound like? Little bottles. Doesn't sound like much. Well, it's more than nothing. 5p. Bargain. Start of a fortune. Why are you throwing out all your perfume? I can't really get in to see anything, so there's not much point in trying. that? That feels like clothing. Is it the pillow I stirred? Bed sheets, tracksuit. What's that? Really made no difference, but some more is in the bin. What I don't want is for someone to say I'm making a mess, because I'm making a mess within the bin, but I'm doing my best to keep it within the bin. So, in contrast, these all seem quite tame for some reason. Go. Black shoes, 3 laces. Have I got 2 of them? Yes. In with the banana skin. 2 laces. It's not really what I'm after. I wanted 3. They've never been worn, have they? It's just a crime. It's not my crime though. 2 laces. They're going up the front because they're special. Paper, rubbish. Rice cakes and bleach. Mirror. There's Topshop's buddy. Right. There's a presumably fancy dress. That's been there for a few days because I've seen it before. That's gross. But would you eat that chicken? And why is there a load of toilet paper in there? Not the chicken, the onions. Would you eat those onions? I believe I would. Right. Yeah, so if you tidied up a bit... Ooh, there's a sign. If you tidied up a bit, I think you're doing the world a little favour. You're certainly doing the bin men a favour who come next, but this time of year... The company that the council have contracted to pick up the bins know that this is happening, and they just let it get mental and then tidy it up at the end, which is that bread machine, which I reckon is a bit of a cop-out because they're supposed to keep it clean, but because these areas are somewhat transient in the nature of their residents, they don't seem to care. Jelly babies. Wine gums, is it? Printer. I think it's just a towel in here, but anything that's not food waste can have a mix of interesting things. Poster doesn't say. Oh, bata. Don't know. I'll take it. Why do people have to make a mess? cables. Your keys. That's an Apple charger. Those are expensive keys for a house, but they can be recycled as brass. So, even though there's a coat hanger sticking out of it. Yeah, there's a sweet spot between full and empty. Empty's alright, but you gotta reach down to the bottom of the bin. Full, it's just too full to get anything. Something like this is the ideal volume. I have to put a new rubber foot on the bottom of my bicycle because it fell, well, it broke off, got broken. There's a bench. Don't need one. Scrapman might see it if I tip it up like that. Those bags are so heavy, it means that they're full of actual food. Waste bags are normally quite light because they're full of various types of packaging. But when a bag's full of food and tins, it's heavy. But you don't really want to look through anything that needs to be refrigerated or frozen because it could be gone off. So it's, oh dear, look at this, like you haven't a hope of looking at them. We can look, we can't really see. Two more bins, two more bags, and this is all gone. It's all gone. But it looks to be, apart from that one, to be mostly food now. Tricky. Yep, just can't get in there. Pizza boxes. So we're not winning compared to other days because there's too much stuff, which is counterintuitive, but it's the way it is. Now, what's over leaning against that skip? There was some wire in this skip yesterday, but a tiny bit today, but I'm not going to reach in for it. It's just wood, is it? And a mirror, broken. Plastic pipe, and lots of it. I smell barbecue. There's a box of something. Some kind of a hamster thing. Now, I don't like it here because there's solid rats, but we can have a look without touching maybe. Bit messy. Yeah, it's a bit messy. There's one. See his face peeping out? Just, there's a pole there, and there's a little rat face at the corner of that brown bag. Look, rats. Oh, I don't like them. And that's why I don't like these bins. So I don't usually go anywhere near here. I normally just cycle straight past, and if you've seen that in previous videos, when I say rats, it's rats. happy little faces, busy little hands. And really we shouldn't have an issue with them except for something called the plague, which seems to have stuck with them, plagued them you might say, since then. Bad reputation. That's messy. The other thing is, if there's people there, like, do you want to climb on the people to get into the bin? I don't know what they're probably just dropping rubbish off, but one way or the other. I know I'm not flying below any radars on this bike, but now somebody's left out boxes. Oh, why do people do that on the ground? And I shouldn't lament it, because this is just going to get 100 times worse than this. There's a fan. More kicks. It's not a great day today. I think that's good though, because I'll be home quicker. So the other things that I've been finding that I think are useful are stationery. Someone's opened up all these bags, which means that someone else has already done this, which means that there's a limited profit in me having a go. I would guess. That sawdust is from somebody's pet, probably. But it's kind of good that they've opened it, because you can see that there's nothing that you want. Now, wood shavings, I haven't seen that before. So these haven't been collected since Saturday, I'd say. Saturday is a few days ago. If today's Tuesday, it's clearly too long. But that's this block done. So very slim pickings. I'm going to cut the video in half. There'll be a part 2 to today. Thanks for watching. See you later. I'll leave it on maybe to get through town and then start again. Some treasure on a doorstep. Nope. I need a bit of high vis on the back of that chair, I think. Have to figure that out. Wow. Cute. Mental.